Here for Ruby. In this video, I'll be going over the character options for the auditions. This video covers the first 3 chapters, and the video hereafter will cover chapters 4, 5, and 6. For more information, check the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. Anthea Frostthorn. Anthea could best be described as having the personality of a magical hippie. She's laid back, cares a lot about the world around her, even more so about her family, and she will strum up a lovely melody on her guitar anytime she can. Though her care also leaves her troubled at times, and she has a tendency of disappearing for days at a time. I'm looking for a voice with a familial warmth, a little laid back, and with bonus points if your voice can skip whenever you have to do a panic line. A feminine voice, motherly if you will. Anthea can be a bit of a tease too, so if you know how to make teasing sound warm and full of love, this might just be the role for you. Hazel Frostthorn. Hazel is a youngling, 12 years old, who wants nothing more than to become a fairy in her own right. She spends a lot of time in the forest, acting out her own fairy adventures. With her older sister leaving the moon, she has a hard time accepting that her favorite forest has now become corrupted. She's fun-witted, cheeky, adventurous, and a most entertaining storyteller. I'm looking for a young-sounding voice, letting that cheekiness and youthful wonder shine through. If you are the type of person that can talk continuously without running out of breath and love to tell exaggerated stories with the flair of a seasoned campfire storyteller, this role could suit you just fine. Note for this character is that she will play a larger role in later books in the saga and might even receive her own short novel later down the line. When she becomes older and more important though, I'm open to recasting her if it clashes with your schedule to take on a bigger role, so it doesn't have to interfere with your audition now. Juniper Frostthorn. Juniper is a caring uncle in every sense of the word. His calm and steadiness bring a peace to his home that could be felt by anyone who'd enter it. Don't let his calm be mistaken for an easily persuaded personality though, for he is a council member and will stand firm in any debate. I'm looking for a voice that gives you instant dad vibes, like a warm hug on a winter's day. If your voice sounds like a blanket and you can turn reading a page from a phone book into an emotional speech with your voice work alone, this role would be the perfect fit for you. Astra Frostthorn. Astra is a fairy who takes after the plants she cares for so much. She loves spending her time in the gardens and enjoying the quiet. Though she used to be a magic prodigy back in her own time at the academy, admired for her compassion and bravery. I'm looking for a calming presence, a soothing voice. This role will likely be featured in flashbacks, so if you can emulate both an older and younger sounding voice, that would be perfect. If your acting could help someone drift right to sleep, no matter how scared they are, this role could suit you. The Hunters. These are the hunters of the Legion, who hunted down Erin in her dream. Gabe. Of the 3, Gabe is the leader and the messenger of the Legion's will. He's calculated, cunning, and could send a chill down your spine with a simple stare. Raph. Then you've got Raph, his second in command. He's the type to have a lust for blood, and is the strongest of the 3 in terms of physique. Yuri. Last you've got Yuri, the latest asset to their team, chosen for his cleverness and strategic mind. He is the youngest and certainly the least brute of the 3, and his inexperience and newness to the cause has him in a unique position. I'm looking for individuals to voice them that can bring darkness to their voice. Erin is genuinely frightened of the thought of them, and this fright should have some ground. If you know how to scare your audience, one of these roles might be the perfect fit for you. Note, if you want to audition for a particular one of these 3 roles, please specify so when sending in your audition. Otherwise, I'll assign you to the one I think suits you best myself. Alexan Mekanis. Alexan is very factual, punctual, and straight to the point. They seem not to show any emotion whatsoever, and have been accused of not having them on multiple occasions. They are very detail-oriented and would drop everything to help someone if asked, though. I'm looking for a voice that sits in a comfortable androgyny, either a feminine-sounding male voice or a masculine-sounding female voice. For this role, you would have to be able to speak monotonously for sentences at a time, have a bit of a sense of comedic timing, and be able to pronounce technobabble, as they call it in the Star Trek fandom, meaning very technical stuff, with fluency. Note, this role requires you to talk without using contractions. This is a skill of its own. Believe me, I've tried. Shadow Hound. Dark and menacing growls would do the trick. Charlattan Mekanis. Charlattan is a slightly older fae with a knack to ramble on and on. He can seem absent-minded and aloof, but when it comes down to it, he's an intelligent and resourceful man. Though, even if his heart is in the right place, and he really, really tries, he cannot seem to understand his youngling, Alexan. I'm looking for a slightly older-sounding voice with an energetic vibe. Bonus points if you can pull off the sound of "I know exactly how the youth speak these days" as an accent for humoristic lines. If you can pronounce technobabble, as they call it in the Star Trek fandom, meaning very technical stuff, and like monologuing, this role might be for you. Note, this role requires you to talk without using contractions. This is a skill of its own. Believe me, I've tried. Mirana Stirling. Mirana is a fierce and stern woman, worthy of the title Head of Discipline like no other. She has a tendency to appear as cold and uncaring to her students, but the banter she exchanges with the headmistress betrays a side of her that cares deeply about the academy, its affairs, and its students. One thing is certain, the respect she has for the headmistress goes through her core. I'm looking for a controlled and calculated voice. A little posh is fine, as she also teaches fairy etiquettes, and definitely has an air of superiority around her. If you know how to sound elegant and composed, stern and determined, and can pull off banter while sounding respectful, this role could be the perfect fit for you.